Hey, how about a big round of applause for our waiters and waitresses? They're working hard for you guys tonight. Please remember them, and our bartenders. They're working hard. Please remember them at the end of the night. This next guy I'm going to bring to the stage, I know you're going to really enjoy him. He's a very funny man, one hell of a funny guy. Lorron Strahorn, let him hear it. Lorron Strahorn!
How's everybody doing tonight? Like he said, my name's Lorron Strahorn. Strahorn is my last name and also a fair description of my penis. And Lorron, my first name, is Midwestern for my parents smoked too much pot. But my name is dual purpose because my white friends call me Lorron and my black friends call me Lorron. A couple weeks ago, I was at a doctor's office and the nurse came out and she said, Lorron Strahorn, Lorron Strahorn. I'm over here and I'm like waving my arms. She's not even looking at me. She's looking for somebody totally different. You know, the one thing that I am jealous of is the guys that have the really cool names, though. Like I got a buddy and his name is Armando. In fact, his full name is Armando Rodrigo Esteban Luviano. He's a great guy. He's a really funny guy, too. And he's also the first Mexican I've ever seen ride a snowmobile. We were riding our snowmobiles one day, and smoke started billowing out from under the hood of his snowmobile. So we pulled over to see what was the matter, and I opened up the hood, and I said, it looks like you've blown a seal. And he said, oh, no, man, it's just frost on my mustache. Like I said, he's a great guy, and he's a funny guy. We were at my house one day, and we were just kind of hanging out, and I got this dog. His name's Chunks. He's a really good dog. He's my buddy. And his favorite thing to do is lick himself. And that's what he always does. Well, my buddy Mondo was there, and he looked down, and there was Chunks licking himself. Mondo looked at me, and he's like, damn, dude, I wish I could do that. And I was like, dude, you better at least pet him first. Maybe buy him some fucking sausages or something, man. Damn. Chunks is a great dog, like I said. I've had him for like 8 years, like almost as long as I've had my wife. My wife says she loves me. I kind of believe it. She said that one of the things that I have to do because she loves me so much is I have to go get a physical. And I looked at her and I said, I'm not going to no fucking doctors. So I'm at the doctor's office. The doctor comes in and he says, how you doing, Mr. Strahorn? And I said, very good. We exchanged pleasantries. And I said, Doc, could you do me a huge favor? And he said, what's that? I said, can we skip the part where you stick your finger up my ass, please? And he looked at me and he said, Mr. Strahorn, we don't do that anymore. He said, all you have to do is pee in this cup. I'll put it in the computer, and it'll tell me if there's anything wrong with you. And I was like, well, that sounds good. So I peed in the cup, and I gave it to him. He put it in the computer, and the gauges start going, and the lights start blinking. He comes back and he says, Mr. Strahorn, the computer says here that you have tennis elbow. I said, tennis elbow, Doc? That's not possible. I've never played tennis in my life. And the doctor says, well, I've never seen the computer be wrong before, but just in case, come back next week, we'll do the test again, and we'll compare the results. So I said, all right. Well, I'm leaving the doctor's office, and I'm thinking to myself, this dude's a fucking quack. So I'm like, I'm a pretty funny guy. I like to fuck with people. So I said, you know what? I'm going to fuck with this guy. So I'm getting ready for my next appointment. I'm getting my specimen ready. So not only do I pee in the cup, I have my daughter pee in the cup. I have my wife pee in the cup. Then I said, you know what? Just for a little additive, I spanked it into the cup. So I stirred that up real good, and I said, yeah, that ought to do it. So I'm on my way to go out to the car to get ready to go to my doctor's appointment. I was like, you know, one last little thing. So I reached down on the floor, got me a little bit of greasy gunk, and I put it in there, and I stirred it up, and I said, all right. I capped it up. So I arrive at the doctor's office, and I'm like, here you go, doc, test this. So he's like, okay, Mr. Strahorn, and he takes it, and he puts it in the computer, and the gauges start going again, the lights start beeping again. This time it goes on a little longer. So I was curious, and the doctor says, well, Mr. Strahorn, the computer says your daughter's pregnant, your wife has a yeast infection, your Volvo needs an oil change. And if you don't stop jacking off, you're never going to get rid of that tennis elbow. That's my time, everybody. Thank you very much. I've been great.